Here was a sight I never thought to see. Vice President-elect Mike Pence attending a showing of Hamilton, a play whose cast celebrates the diversity of its amazing actors. Now, why do I find this strange? Well, mostly because Pence's claim to fame was a hard stance on conservative agendas, including pushing hard for conversion therapy to quote-unquote cure homosexuals, and require women to bury a fetus that was either aborted or miscarried. Opinions and ideals, it's fair to say, aren't really shared among the cast of Hamilton. But you know what? This play is amazing from what I hear, so sure, why can't a conservative right-wing strongman go see a show performed by ideological opponents, right? It's like reaching out. Sort of. And you know what? That's all well and good, and I support that. But I also support that the cast of Hamilton didn't forget exactly who they were entertaining that evening. What they did at the end of their show was to bring attention to Mike Pence and offer him some words as he's about to enter office. Here's the video.
Guests in the audience this evening. And Vice President-elect Pence, I see you walking out, but I hope you will hear us just a few more moments. There's nothing to boo here, ladies and gentlemen. There's nothing to boo here. We're all here sharing a story of love. We have a message for you, sir. We hope that you will hear us out. And I encourage everybody to pull out your phones and tweet and post, because this message needs to be spread far and wide, okay? Vice President-elect Pence, we welcome you, and we truly thank you for joining us here at Hamilton, an American Musical. We really do. We, sir, we are the diverse America who are alarmed and anxious that your new administration will not protect us, our planet, our children, our parents, or defend us and uphold our inalienable rights, sir. But we truly hope that this show has inspired you to uphold our American values and to work on behalf of all of us. All of us. Again, we truly thank you for sharing this show, this wonderful American story told by a diverse group of men and women of different colors, creeds, and orientations.
Now, as you can clearly see, there was no malicious intent involved in this act. They didn't want people to boo, but to share in the moment as equal people, to understand the message as equal people. That message being that America is made up of so many different people, and that, like the play, we should be celebrated for our differences. They shared the concerns of millions who feel like the new president and vice president won't share in that celebration, that they won't protect the rights of all Americans. All they did was offer hope that their show could inspire him to uphold that promise to the public, that he and the president-elect will do everything in their power to protect all people. A heartwarming message in a time of great uncertainty, right? The cast of Hamilton brought this delicate issue up in what I felt was a perfectly acceptable display that showed they truly cared. At worst, you could call this the most peaceful of protests. But that's not what some in this new administration are calling it. In fact, Trump himself had some harsh words for the cast of Hamilton. He tweeted out, quote, "Our wonderful future VP Mike Pence was harassed last night at the theater by the cast of Hamilton. Cameras blazing. This should not happen." And later, "The theater must always be a safe and special place. The cast of Hamilton was very rude last night to a very good man, Mike Pence. Apologize." Apparently, Donald Trump felt like this was an attack on an innocent man, a sucker punch when all he was doing was attending a play. He called it harassment, for God's sake. Firstly, Trump knows a lot about harassment, so he may have a point here. Did the cast of Hamilton harass the vice president-elect? Sure, you can call it that. But guess what? He's a huge public figure now with controversial ideas that impact the lives of millions of Americans. When you go out into public, you have to be ready for conflicting opinions. Now, as far as the degree of harassment here, well, it's certainly not grabbing them by the pussy level, but I'm sure it was uncomfortable for poor Mike Pence. Out of everything going on right now with cities hosting huge swarms of protesters, aren't they harassing you, Donald? Aren't they being rude by your definition? Will you require all voices of opposition to apologize to you for even bringing up the issues that matter most to them? If that's the case, sir, then you're probably in the wrong profession. The best thing about these tweets are how pathetic they make Trump sound. The theater is a safe and special place? I demand an apology? Stop harassing my VP? I thought you were a red pill alpha. The alt-right expected strength, and you're crying about your VP's safe space? Demanding apologies for a minute-long speech about unity and American values? It sounds like, well, everything the right attacked the left for. But I guess since Donald Trump's doing it now, safe spaces are fine, so long as they're for the unhinged religious right. Man, some tough guys you elected, America. And to the cast of Hamilton, you guys were amazing, and stand as a true symbol for decent human behavior.